Hi, I'm Dana Opelman. I'm the creator of the No Sweat Potty Training. And I wanted to talk a little bit today about your very first day of potty training your child, what I call training day. Now, you've probably already had a chance to review a bit of it from your book, but I just wanted to go over some step-by-step details and just talk you through it a little bit more in depth so that when you're ready for training day, you've got every tool that you need to make it successful. And when I call it a training day, I basically what I mean is it's an introduction day. It's the first step to your journey of becoming diaper free. So I think it requires a little bit of prep time on your part and nothing extensive. Just make sure that you've got the potty ready and you've got several pair of underwear to put your child in, that you have lots of juice and snacks available, and that you've got something small for your reward. And it really depends on the child. I can remember with my kids, they loved sweets, so even just as simple as one Smartie was rewarding enough for my children when it was potty training day. So just have lots of M&Ms or a bag of Smarties handy to give out as your reward. Okay, so the night before, I want you to talk a little bit about what's going to happen the next day with your child. And like I say in the book, make sure it's a weekend because you don't want to have to be worrying about getting him out the door for daycare or anything like that. You want to have a nice calm day planned at home because you're going to be spending a lot of time on that potty. So the night before, tell your child a little bit about what's going on, that tomorrow's an exciting day, that they're going to be using the potty like a big boy or girl. Show them their new underwear that they're going to be wearing as soon as they wake up in the morning. Really build some excitement around the whole event. And then when your child wakes in the morning, just be really enthusiastic that it's training day, no more diapers, and you go right into underwear. So for the entire day, it's underwear only, and really from this day forward, it's underwear only. Okay, so you put them in the in the underwear, and you go down for a really big breakfast, lots of juice or milk. And this is a special day for a lot of children because I know my children, we didn't use juice very often in our house. So the idea of having juice all day was also very exciting for our little ones. So there should be no restriction on that for today. It's just one day, and really you want to get a lot of fluid into this person so that the sensation or the urge of having to go to the bathroom is more present, so they start to recognize what the signs are. And after you've had your breakfast and some juice has been given, then I want you to show your child where the potty is going to be. And I suggest for potty training day that the toilet or the potty be out in the main area or close to where you'll be spending a lot of your time. And it shouldn't be on a carpeted area. I would suggest you find some hardwood to put it on or some laminate flooring so that just in case there's some accidents. And keep your child really loosely dressed. If it's warm enough, I would just let them stay in the underwear only so it's very easy access for when it's time to sit down on that potty. And every 10 minutes or so, you're going to suggest that he have a sit down on the potty or that she sit down on the potty. And at first, she might sit down for a second or two and then get off and go do her own thing. And that's okay. I don't want you to put too much pressure on. Again, we want to keep this positive. We don't want her to start feeling like, oh, this is a big chore. I have to go sit down all the time and stay there for a certain length of time. So again, it's just exposure. So in 10 minutes, you'll ask her again to try to pee-pee. Sometimes saying the word push can just help sort of get that body connection going on what actually has to happen there. Don't say it too much though, because again, you don't want to pressure. And keep doing that every 10 minutes until you finally get some pee in that potty. And when you do, it's worth celebrating. So, clapping and cheering. You can call in other family members to reinforce the behavior and really make this a special positive event. One of the things I like to suggest people do is having what I call phone a friend character in mind. So if your child's really in love with Elmo or Thomas the Train, or I remember when our first son was learning, he loved Greg from the Wiggles. And so whatever your child's special character is, you make a point of saying, when you go pee on the potty, we're going to phone Elmo and tell him what a great job you've done. He's really just waiting by the phone for you to call with your good news. And then you get somebody to pretend to be Elmo or Thomas the Train on the other end, and you just make it a really special event to make that child feel like he's really accomplished something wonderful, which he has. Okay, and that's kind of how your day's going to run. I wouldn't suggest going out too much during your first day. Again, because you're going to be keeping your child in underwear, chances are you're going to have some accidents en route. So most likely a great idea to just stick around home as much as you can and give lots of juice. And again, a reminder every 10 minutes to go try to pee on the potty. Now, one thing you might notice, I had this experience with my children, is that they would sit down on that potty and, push really hard and squeeze out just 2 or 3 drops of pee, and then, think they've done a wonderful job and want their reward. And that behavior is totally fine. I don't want you to panic. It's not going to be every day that your child's on the toilet every 3 minutes pushing out little bits of pee for a reward. But again, you really want to reinforce it hard that first day. So if that's what he's doing, then you go ahead and hand over that Smartie every time he does it, no matter how much comes out. I would also encourage you to get your child involved in the cleanup. Once he's done his business, I would get her to help you take that to the toilet, empty it out, rinse it off, clean her hands, because what your ultimate goal here is toilet independence. You really want your child to master the skills on doing this from start to finish without a lot of assistance from you. Okay, so all day this is what it's going to look like. Lots of juice, 10-minute trips to the potty, until the end of the day rolls around. And I would suggest you do a little bit of a celebration, maybe at dinner. Have a little special, maybe favorite meal of your toddler's, or call in Grandma and Grandpa for a special celebration, because it is a milestone. It is definitely an accomplishment to be old enough to start going to the bathroom on the potty. And so really make your child feel special about that. And then that night, you can explain that at bedtime, diapers will still be worn, and that's a difference. But their daytime is underwear, and nighttime is going to be pull-ups or diapers. And I would suggest diapers because I don't find pull-ups are all that absorbent, and they can leak. So diapers is probably your best bet. And then you're going to start all over the next day with basically the same outline, visiting the bathroom often, giving lots of juice or water to just make sure that the foundation is there, so your child understands what's going on. Now, sometimes with children there's a little bit of what I call the honeymoon period, and they're really excited about this at first, and they're happy to get all this praise and attention, and they love getting a Smartie. But like anything, the thrill of that can wear off with time. So even if you find the second day your child's not as enthused anymore, or that they're losing a little bit of the passion they had during day one, that's okay. That's just the normal sort of progress of potty training. That not every day is going to be, a celebration over this. But again, I would continue on with the rewards, and I would do rewards into the first and second week of potty training. So again, that you've set yourself up with a great foundation. Okay, so that's my best advice for starting your potty training adventure. Good luck with that. Thanks for watching.